or call law, YAHAWAH, SHAM, Yahawashi. This is Rayabya Ban Gad. This is the ZOI Church. Okay. Now, I'm back on Sicarii's helmet with this video, and I'm going to keep breaking these guys down because obviously these faggot ass niggas are hurt. And and they know that their destruction is inevitable, so they're going to do all manners of wickedness, and they're going to do all manners of provocation towards the men that are coming at them. Okay, this guy Alazar is probably the most wicked nigga in the whole Israelite thing. He is what you have to understand. The motherfucker has a lot of signs of being a damn MK Ultra motherfucker, bro. And I've been thinking about this for like the last 4 years, just based off of this dude's mannerisms and the way he acts. The motherfucker just acts, it's like he's set up to cause a lot of confusion, to cause a lot of chaos in Israel. All right, but at the same time, it's set up to have people to worship him, man. All right, the way this guy moves, it's very clear, and his heresies against Yahawashi and what Yahawashi says is very apparent and very glaring. And I'm back on their helmet, and I've been wanting to chop at the bit at getting at Sicarii, but I had to put other videos on my channel and also take my mind off of these niggas. But I knew I had to come back and blast these dudes for their false doctrines and more information I have about these dirty ass monkeys, man. It's goddamn pansexual niggas. And yeah, I can call these guys that. In particular, this man. I mean, this man's on. I got whole fucking messages of this man on rib testifying against him being a damn pansexual nigga. So it is what it is. These niggas are fucking devils. They need to be destroyed, man. But that's gonna be by the Most High's hand. We're destroying them spiritually. All right. Now, here's what I want to address with this video, and this just shows and goes back to the original video. It goes back to the very first video that I had of these guys, man. I did on these guys because I had a very strong feeling that these guys were coming against Yahawashi, the Melchizedek priesthood, and establishing the Levitical priesthood or Levitical priest order. Right now, this video is going to be entitled Yahawashi versus Guerilla Hebrew in Sicarii, Bill of Divorce. All right, because what I want you to hear, and of course this video, and as you see the red and blue Freemasonic colors with Sicarii right here, straight up sorcery and wizardry that's being used right here. I mean, these niggas are fucking enchanters, man. I'm telling you. The color coding and the color symbologies that you're seeing right here is very satanic, man. Red and blue. You see these themes a lot. But point being, this guy goes out of his way, all right, as you're going to hear, because he's going on a tirade against Ramlab and Gabar from GMS, and I guess Tahar too, about them hating him for his wickedness, which there's nothing wrong with that because this man's a goddamn devil. He hates Yahawashi. The scripture talk about David saying, "Don't I hate them that hate you, O Lord?" And guess what? David's part of the Bayat Dawadah. He's the king of the Bayat Dawadah, the house of David, which includes the 144,000, 12 apostles, so on and so forth. Now, so Alazar is, and you're going to hear, because I'm giving you a quick synopsis before I play this video. He's going to try to use this scripture of the Bill of Divorce to defend Zabak's adultery in Zabak taking another man's wife. Now let's listen to this. All right. And you're going to see him clearly go against what Yahawashi basically explained in Matthew the 19th chapter. And I'm going to break it down, and I'm going to go grab these scriptures after you hear this. So let's deal with this. And that's off of Defenders for the Truth. You can go look up the video for yourself. Now this is off of one of them guys from GMS Baltimore, but I want to just play this because this just adds to the point. And I'll bring out another testimony to prove my point about this nigga, man. How dirty this motherfucker is, and how he'll use this for his own advantage, right? Overriding what Yahawashi said 2,000 years ago about this. But let's deal with this. Now let's listen to this devil.
Right? You taught me hatred towards people that I never knew, right? You taught me hatred towards people that I had never knew on false accusations that y'all forwarded against them. That's a real thing, right? That is a very real thing. They called Zabak they told us Zabak is an adulterer, right? Said all forms of evil about Zabak. But then when I get the testimony from the man, and y'all know who I'm talking about, who he allegedly committed adultery against, the man put her away. And Zabak, being a man, a year after 10 months to a year after the guy puts her away, gives the guy a call and informs him that he's now dealing with her, right? But the man put her away. That woman is Zabak's wife to this day. Right?
Now you hear that? So the man put his wife away. And then 10 months or a year later, Zabak's bitch ass went and took that man's woman. Made that woman his woman. Very ironically how my guy, and unfortunately he's no longer here, of course, Priest Monloya was talking about how things like that would happen in the old school of One West, where guys will sit up here and counsel. Then 7-8 months later, these guys will get with a woman and they'll be with her, And I'm gonna say this too as I play this video. This goes on with a lot of these groups. I've heard it with ISBK. There was a sister that had an issue with them trying to pass sisters around, because that's basically what that shit is doing. I've heard it in IUIC, and I've also heard it in Sicarii. All right? This damn witch that you see on the damn screen. All right? Now, with that being said, let's play the rest of this. All right? Because this is what we going on with a lot of these goddamn One West groups. This goes on in Sicarii as well. So let's play with this.
Right? But the man put her away. So then once they have a problem with Zabak, now they're calling him an adulterer for taking something. Well, when you give a woman a bill of divorce, what does Deuteronomy 24 say? She can go and be another man's wife.
Now, did you just hear that? Now, the man... All right, now, Alazar said that the man put her away, and now that he wrote a bill of divorce, she can go be another man's wife now that she was put away. Right? So his justification of that is going into the Levitical law of Deuteronomy the 24th chapter, right?
It's your fault but they told me that this nigga is.
So, and rightfully so, GMS calls him an adulterer for Zabak, an adulterer for doing that. Then they're on point, because let's just go ahead and get it. First off, we're going to go into Deuteronomy the 24th chapter where it says that, right? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go there first. All right. Let's go ahead and deal with the bill of divorce. All right. In the law. Right. Because these guys will sit up here and use this as a way. See. So let's deal with this. So Deuteronomy the 24th chapter, in the first verse, when a man have taken a wife and married her, it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he have found some uncleanness in her, then let him write a bill of divorce and give it in her hand and send her out of his house. And when she is departed of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. All right. And if the letter be husband hate her, write her a bill of divorcement and giveth it in her hand and sendeth out of his house. Or if the letter husband die, which took her to be his wife, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife after that she is defiled. For that is an abomination before the Lord. Thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance. All right. So this is what he's dealing with right here with Deuteronomy 24, chapter, the first verse all the way down to the fourth verse. Right now, let's deal with what Yahawashi said. All right. And this is why, this man is making his whole life about the keeping of the law, right? And this is why the scriptures in the New Testament tells you, do you keep the law and the law is not a void? Of course not. It's not a void, and we keep these laws. But there's certain things that were put in there that weren't originally there. And guess what? The word itself, the book itself, the word itself, the rivers of living water itself, the word, right? Yahawashi, the law itself, Yahawashi, tells you otherwise. That we're not supposed to go out and we're not supposed to go out and take another man's wife, even though that wife has been given a bill of divorce, because that wasn't originally so. So we're going to deal with that in the scriptures. And this shows you that this man is a damn antichrist, man. He don't care about Yahawashi. I hope it amazes me that this guy can say the things he says. And the people that's up in this group, well, you know what? The Most High has already damned all these damn niggas and spicks that's up in this group, because you can't be up in this guy's group, believe in this madness, and then claim to believe in Yahawashi and claim to believe in the Bible. No, you don't. Like, the Most High done condemned all of you motherfuckers that's up in that group. It's clear as day. So let's deal with the scriptures on this, man. This is crazy. So we read that in Deuteronomy the 24th chapter, right? So let's deal with Matthew the 19th chapter. All right? Let's deal with this. Matthew 19 and verse 1. Yeah, let's deal with this. Matthew 19 and verse 2. And it says, in the great multitude, I'm going to start at verse 1 to give you the context. Matthew 19 and 1. And it came to pass that when Yahawashi had finished these sayings, he departed from Galilee and came into the coast of Judea beyond Jordan, and great multitudes followed him, and he healed them there. The Pharisees also came unto him, tempting him, saying unto him, is it lawful for a man to put away his wife for every cause, right? So let's deal with what Yahawashi said, who is the word, according to John, the first chapter, was the law, according to John, the first chapter. Because the word and the law is all interconnected, and he was the word in the flesh. So let's deal with this. Verse 4, and he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female, and said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. Wherefore there are no more twain, but one flesh. So basically, once you come together, once you have sex, which consummates the marriage, which not only consummates the marriage, completes the marriage, because, and really that's the whole totality of the marriage, is having sex. That's the point. Marriage is joining together. I mean, that's just a common sense, right? They become one flesh, right? So it says, I'm going to read that again, Matthew 19:6. Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God hath joined together, let no man put asunder, right? So let no man put asunder, right? And guess what? This guy right here is trying to put, by him teaching this, he's trying to put asunder a whole hell host of people. It's marriages, man. So that, and this also coincides with a lot of these groups actually believing that you can actually write an actual bill of divorce, right? And put away your woman for whatever reason, right? So let's deal with this. Verse 7, they say unto him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement, and to put her away? Right? So this is just questions because they're tempting Yahawashi, dealing with the Pharisees, right? So verse 8, verse 8, he saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so. So I'm going to read that again. Matthew 19 and 8. He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so. But from the beginning, it was not so. So Moses had to suffer these things with these dudes, man. Okay? Basically, and this is also one of the reasons why Moses didn't see the... this is one of the primary reasons why he didn't see the wilderness, or he didn't see Jerusalem, because of these things, man. Because he was not able to put out full judgment upon these men. All right, and it just and it shows that look, as great as Moses was, of a forefather he was, and of course he's a part of the he's part of those elders, right? He's a part of that multitude that's going to be saved in these times, right? Wherever he is in the regeneration. He's not Yahawashi. He's not perfect. All right. So let's deal with what Alazar is saying, which completely goes against what Yahawashi is saying. Let's pull this back. And let's listen to this blasphemer speak.
But the man put her away. That woman is Zabak's wife to this day. Right? But the man put her away. So then once they have a problem with Zabak, now they're calling him an adulterer for taking something. But when you give a woman a bill of divorce, what does Deuteronomy 24 say? Now they're calling him an adulterer for taking something. But when you give a woman a bill of divorce, what does Deuteronomy 24 say? She can go and be another man's wife.
So this man is a straight antichrist. He's going directly against the Hamashiach, Yahawashi, who the world calls Jesus Christ. Hamashiach, Yahawashi, Hamashiach. He's going directly against what Yahawashi established. That is the totality of the law. Okay? Oh, my bad. Go back. Matthew 19 and 8. He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives, but from the beginning it was not so. So it was not so, the bill of divorce. That's what he's talking about. The bill of divorce is putting away your wife and having it in writing. Well, guess what? You're not supposed to do that, according to Yahawashi, the king, man, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, man. So verse 9, I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, right? And fornication goes into adultery, goes into all manners of sexual abominations, right? Adultery leads to faggotry, which is homosexuality, which leads to necrophilia, pedophilia. I'm trying to think of zoophilia, all right? Incest committing, and all manners of sexual immoral behaviors, man. So, except it be for fornication, adultery, which leads to all manners of other sexual perverted acts, and shall marry another, except if, so it says, I say unto you, for whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery. And whoso marrieth her which is put away doeth commit adultery. So, by that logic, you piece of shit. Yes, Zabak is an adulterer. And guess what? You're an adulterer too, because you're teaching this. And from the grapevine, nigga, you committed adultery, man. Motherfuckers must have forgot that sisters was coming out on these guys, man. Coming out on this dude about sleeping with another man's woman. But see, this is their scapegoat, is Deuteronomy the 24th chapter. But guess what? Yahawashi said that was not so. You're not supposed to put, all right, your woman away except she commit fornication. So if you marry her, you got to be with her, man. Plain and simple. Unless she does any manners of vile sexual acts or commits adultery. She does one of those things, then she can be put away. If not, you got to bear her. You got to deal with her, man. Otherwise, you're committing adultery if you put her away and get another, or if she goes and she's put away and she gets a man. All of you are in adultery. All you need to be put to death, according to the law. So Alazar, remember all them times you always would tell people, oh, I should kill you. Well, nigga, you're coming up against the law, which is Yahawashi. Guess what? We should stone you. We should kill you. Dumb nigga. Alazar, man, just go, hang it up, man. Just go fly in the sunset somewhere. Get the hell up out of Israel. Well, I guess you're a provocateur, so you're gonna do what the hell you do. You know, the Most High gonna destroy you however which way, man. You a piece of shit, and the Lord's gonna destroy you. He's gonna destroy your whole group and all them niggas that's up in there with you, man. The Most High is going to destroy all forms of antichrist niggas in these last days, in this last hour, man. So you just saw it. This man came up against Yahawashi. Now I got a lot more of this piece of shit in his group coming up against the Lord, man, in his doctrine, which is the doctrine of Yahawaah. All right. So with that said, I want to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Bashim Yashai, Rayabya Ban Gad, Zealots of Israel camp. Much love to you, sincere brothers and sisters in this truth. And the priests, prophets, and elders truly, sincerely teaching the truth. That said, I want to say, call Allah, Yahweh, Bashim Yashai. And with that said, Shalom.